Hello, hello, everybody, every pony and undecided, and you're hearing from the horse's mouth. It's no secret that Equestria Girls is known to have a huge following based upon the arc of one certain character that we know of. I mean, we don't have to mention names or anything. But it does have a reputation of having unanswered questions, like how did the magic came into Equestria? Did it follow Sunset Shimmer or anything like that? Well, it wasn't until we got into Forgotten Friendship that we did sort of got an answer, but then it became kind of a throwaway opportunity. But now with the ending of Season 9 of My Little Pony, and with Equestria Girls still never giving us any answers, that gives us fanfiction writers an opportunity to think about certain solutions to those plot holes that are going on. And one of those I may as well add it to my series Dragon Age Ponish that I'm still working on. And I've already mentioned that certain spoilers. We are going to talk about the mysterious evil Sorceress. And makes you wonder, why was she evil? Why was Clover the Clever after her? What is the solution to really what she was erasing his memory for? Why did she need the memory stone? How was the memory stone made? Well, here's where I have certain fanfiction theories, and this is based upon my story, which, again, I will give kind of a mild spoiler warning, especially those who haven't seen Dragon Age as well as Equestria Girls' Forgotten Friendship, but then again, it's been over a year or so, so I guess we are on the safe side on the spoilers territory on that part. So based upon what Twilight had read, that this was obviously before the foundations of Equestria, so right before the founders went over and discovered Equestria from the old land, which again, based on my story, I will call Manus. And basically, this memory stone, we never really got an understanding of what it was made or what it was about. Like I've mentioned in my video about Grogar, there was a certain material I figured out where the source of magic came from. And I will post a link that would actually explain better on lyrium with cribium, especially when it came from the Templars video that Gilhard actually made a better explanation about. But what if the memory stone was created to help erase the memory based upon horrid events that pretty much the ponies wanted to forget about? Let's just say with a certain magic, and especially cribium, or we may as well say lyrium at that point for Equestria, gives those with non-magic ability species like unicorns and certain zebras and maybe some Kirin, give them some magical abilities. That is one option, the reason why this sorceress, if you look at her design, you notice that she's an earth pony and not a unicorn or even an alicorn in any sort. But that's a video for another day. But when I looked at this character, especially on the tribal drawings that you saw in the book, I couldn't help but think of the Dragon Age character Flemeth, or Mithril, as some Dragon Age fans would probably call her, and some of the Daily Shells and anything like that. It wasn't until I really gotten into the lore of the story and everything like that, I noticed that Mithril was pretty much part of an old elvish god, and she pretty much gotten possession on the witch Flemeth, which a part of her is in there, but what if a part of Mithril landed right into this earth pony that became a witch and she was able to produce magic? And that she was able to help through certain characteristics create the memory stone to try to erase certain memories. Again, I'm not going to go into much detail of my fanfiction, but what if she really wanted to possess power in order to remove control of the unicorn kingdom? Since we knew from a heartwarming story on the play, which the main six talked about, that the unicorns were pretty much the dominant race. What if she wanted to erase certain memories of certain power members of the unicorns, and Clover the Clever was really trying to retrieve the stone in order to prevent that from happening? And the thing is, we never really saw her again after she obviously went through the portal mirrors, or illuvians as I may as well call them. What if she were to return over to the mysterious land beyond the worlds and just disappear right there? We never even heard of her or spoke of her again. I know it's very hard for me to get into full detail since I really don't want to get into spoiler territory for my story. But then again, we don't really know what her motives were. Were they to defeat a tyranny of a kingdom before the unity of the three tribes? Or was she really having good intentions but well misunderstood? What if she really wanted to help Clover the Clever forget about all this, but yet he manages to scribble down and save some of the memories? And come to think of it, has no one ever noticed that even Clover the Clever went into the human realm, pretty much, and hidden it there? Did nobody really talked about that? But again, that's all for fanfiction theories for another day. I know this is relatively short and quick, and I really don't want to get into too much spoilers, but if you really wanted to know more about Flemeth and Mithral, I recommend again Gildeheart. It does a better headcanon theory. And I just coordinated into the pony world since it's all in the process and gotta fix in the plot holes that the writers gave us in. I am the Dark Horse of KC. Have a good, creative, and blessed day.